This is WISN 12 News with breaking news.
Good evening. We're cutting into programming to bring you some breaking news on this election night.
Some polling locations are experiencing ballot shortages because of that record high voter turnout. Let's go ahead and listen to Paulina Gutierrez.
We are about an hour away from polls being closed. Central Count is right behind us. It is a historic election. We are receiving reports of certain locations that have run out of ballots and running low. Right now it's reported about 7 sites. We've expanded our field staff. We've expanded our express vote machines. We've taken all of the express vote paper that we have. These are the machines that we use at early voting, and they are en route to those locations along with more ballots. So we're asking Milwaukeeans, first of all, we are so proud to be here today. The fact that this historic turnout and in a spring election, which has never occurred here in the city, feels great. We apologize for, the delays that are happening. We ask you to remain patient. Please stay in line. If you are in line by 8 p.m., you will get to vote. If at any point someone tells you anything differently, please let us know right away. Give us a call. We are also communicating with our chiefs regularly so that they communicate with us. We've got our operations team fully staffed at the City Hall. And like I said, we've expanded our field team so that they can get out there en route to the locations that need it.
Would voting hours be extended at any of those 7 locations that you mentioned?
I don't think so, no. At this point, no. I mean, we're going to get those ballots out. We have an hour and we'll get those ballots out there. If anything were to happen, obviously we would communicate immediately.
How many of those 7 sites have no ballots versus running low on ballots?
Those are no ballots.
The 7 are no ballots?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you explain a little bit the machine that they're using?
Of course, yeah. So for those that have early voted, we have express vote machines. They're like a box. It's basically a printer. So what you can do is go and you tap on the screen to make your selections and it prints out. And that actually can feed into the DS200, which is the machine at your polling location. So, if that is available to you, that you can use that as well at our polling locations. So we're expanding those to allow more voters to vote while we get those ballots to their sites.
Some voters have told our crews that they've been turned away
Yes.
because of the ballot shortages. Can you address that?
Yeah, we received reports too that absolutely should not happen and completely unacceptable. We sent out messages to the chiefs to let them know. If that were to occur, you need to call us right away. Thank you for reporting it to us. We made it very clear to the chiefs that should not happen. If a voter had that experience, they can give us a call right away and we say, go back, stay in line. I guess it's great to have smartphones. Keep yourself busy. We appreciate your patience and we will serve you as quickly as we can.
You said 7 are without. Are there more besides the 7 that are just?
That's what we have reported right now with ballots en route.
How are the ballots getting there?
With our couriers. So we typically have about 15 couriers. We've expanded to another 10 if I'm not mistaken. And so they're out there in the city. I think the struggle was to, the dinner hour rush and then rush hour has kind of slowed some of our couriers to get to those sites.
Are you confident you're going to have enough ballots total for these sites?
Well, we have to because everyone gets a chance to vote. So.
Was it just a lack of preparation for not having enough ballots for these sites?
I think part of it was the unprecedented turnout. So usually it was about a week ago we started to see the buzz and other people across the state. My colleagues across the state started to notice it's getting busy. So we started to up our orders. We did 2 supplemental orders and started generating ballots early. But it's still we're still hitting pretty unprecedented numbers.
Can you share what locations are impacted or if they're all in the same area?
I can get that to you later. I don't have all the site names available to me now, but yes, I can get that to you.
Some voters have said that they've been instructed to fill out sample ballots and then their ballots will be transferred to real ballots later. Is that something that your crews have been instructed to tell people?
That's not what I've heard, but we can follow up with that later.
So you guys are still expecting to close all sites at 8 p.m. Those 7 sites will be extended?
So far, I mean, if we can get those ballots soon. I don't think that's possible. I'll have to follow up with you later on that. Okay.
Yeah, who would make that decision, do you know?
The judges make decisions on that. Mm-hmm.
And would you go for that court order if you could?
I have to follow up with how that process would work. But
Did you have to print more ballots?
Yes, that's what we're doing. Mm-hmm.
And do you know about how long that takes?
It can be a slow process. We have, we're the city of Milwaukee. We're a first-class city, so we do have various printers that we can use, and that's what we're doing. They're specialized ballot printers. So it does take a little bit of time, which is another reason. So that compounded with the rush hour is taking slower. But like I said, we're en route now. We're hoping to fulfill right away. In the meantime, we also have those express vote ballots and paper that are headed out there too.
So to be clear, about 7 sites have no ballots in that 4 ballots, as well as the early voting machines are going out to those sites?
Correct. And then other sites that are low, we're also checking in with them on a regular basis and sending more. So it's not just this, we're continually sending out. We're not going to stop. We're just going to keep sending out. We've got an hour left. It's historic turnout. And so we're working as quickly as we can to get all those resources out there.
Is there an indication right now as to how many ballots have been cast in person, whatever your last update is?
Well, so at 11 we did 21. It was over 20. No, I think it was at about 11. It was just over 21,000 ballots. The 4 o'clock we didn't do that. Our chiefs are really busy, and so we didn't want to bother them with that number. But that was 21,000 at 77% of our sites reporting.
You said that you had ordered 2 additional orders last week. So have you gone through all of those orders at this point, and you're printing more?
Correct.
How many orders, or how many ballot rentals ordered?
I don't have the total in the top of my head, but so you order for every specific ward, right? So we have 356 orders is what you do. And I should point out, we did an order earlier on and then recently. So.
In instances like this where there are polling sites that have run out or are low, what types of communications are being had with the Elections Commission or with city attorneys that if there were to be some sort of need for a legal request to be made? What types of conversations?
Well, we have a really strong partnership with our city attorney's office. We have a city attorney assigned at all times during election day, so they're typically right a phone call away or here actively at Central Count or at City Hall. So we haven't had those conversations yet because, like I said, ballots are on their way. So again, I just want to point out, thanks so much for the Milwaukeeans that are out there. Please stay in line. We apologize for the delay. Ballots are coming out. We appreciate your patience, and we'll get you service as soon as possible.
Do you know how many absentee ballots have been counted so far?
I think I did the count at 3 o'clock. We were at, does anyone remember? 41,000. We're making really good time. I haven't checked yet. We had 55,000 ballots issued. The last bunch of drop boxes, the drop boxes are now closed. Polls close at 8. So I'm probably going to do another round soon. I just wanted to get the message out about the polling locations first, and then we'll do Central Count later today.
Do you have an idea of how short other locations may be with ballots?
I do not. I just know that as we're talking to chiefs, we're printing and getting them out there. Okay. Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you.
And so that was Paulina Gutierrez there, the executive director of the Milwaukee Election Commission, giving us an update about 45 minutes before polls close. The important thing to mention here, she is urging everyone to stay in line, but did tell us 7 voting sites are completely without ballots. They are getting those resources to those sites right now and hoping to continue to replenish the areas that are completely out of ballots.
Absolutely. Our Emily Pofall was just there. She was the one asking those questions to make sure we are getting the latest information. We're taking a live look here at 108th and Villard. This is Parkview Elementary School. This is one of those sites that we started receiving phone calls into our newsroom saying that, hey, there are no ballots here. Those voters, those Milwaukeeans giving us a call to let us know that this is happening. We also got calls from 53rd Street School, German Immersion, Goodrich Elementary, Indigenous Peoples Park.